going on, everybody? I'm back again with another vlog, and today I'm going to be walking around the East Village, which is a really cool neighborhood. And it's famous for its nightlife, but in the daytime it's like a more relaxed vibe. Maybe one day I'll come back and film in the nighttime, but now I'm just going to focus in the daytime, walk around there and show you guys what's happening around. They got like a lot of cool stuff over there, a lot of restaurants, boutique and stuff, so I think it's a really cool neighborhood that you guys are going to enjoy as much as I do. So I'm going to take you guys with me, so join me. This is East Houston Street. Not Houston like Texas, but Houston. So once I cross the street, this is literally the beginning of the East Village. We're just staying all the way by the Hudson River. They also got Alphabet City around here and literally borders with the Lower East Side. So I believe this is Avenue A. So this is technically Alphabet City. You can start seeing the shops around going on. An Irish bar. Like I'm just beginning, you know, I'm gonna start working my way deeper in the neighborhood. Show you guys all the avenues happening around here. Here I'm walking around one of the little streets and you can see how quiet it is. But like I say, when the weather gets like pretty warm, today it's like 66 degrees for February. It's gonna drop down tomorrow, but like I say, when the weather gets pretty warm, at the nighttime it starts getting, you know, really lit and really packed. And one of my favorite Puerto Rican restaurants is around here, which is Casa Adela. But like I say, I'm gonna walk a little deeper forward and you can see what's happening around here. Not much. Probably make it to Avenue B and make a left, just to show you a little bit, and then I'll walk around the park. Also, another thing about the East Village is that it's surrounded by a lot of apartments. Then the first floor they got business, mostly during the avenues that you walk. That's where you're gonna see all the shops and stuff. Here they got outdoor dining, but pretty slow now. But keep in mind, it's Thursday. Maybe in the nighttime it's gonna be a different vibe, you know. Like I say, in the daytime it's pretty much like a laid-back vibe. And then this is where they park the bikes, and you can see it's colorful. Also, another cool thing about this neighborhood is they have a lot of coffee shops, which I was walking around a couple of them, and I see a lot of young people, you know, with their laptops. It's like a good place for entrepreneurs, you know, people who work remote, and they can just chill there, have a cup of coffee, maybe a pastry, and enjoy the scenery in the nice weather. So that's another cool thing about walking around here. Another thing is that all I had was breakfast, so I'm a bit hungry, not extreme, so I'm gonna grab a slice of pizza. There used to be one of my favorite spots in the West Village, but they have the same one here in the East Village, which is the Village Square Pizza. So I'm gonna walk around there and see how does it taste in this side of the town. So let's check it out. And as I'm walking around East 3rd Avenue, beautiful church right here. Structural building, you know, not as big as St. Patrick's, but yeah, it's pretty unique. Something I wouldn't know it was right here. Like I spotted this church and then I decided to make a turn over here, check it out. Then as I walk around the East Village, you just got to pay attention because they got street art here that's top notch right here in the supermarket, which is really cool. And then this is Avenue A. Another main avenue they have around here is 1st Avenue and 2nd Avenue, which you walk around, a lot of business, a lot of restaurants. So right now not much happening over here, but I think I'm getting close to Tompkins Square Park, which is a really cool local park over here, and the pizzeria should be like right in front of it. So really excited to check it out, you know, grab a little bite just to hold me up for now. I'll have my dinner later. So, you know, with this side, more activity going on, and you can see like all over New York City they got the Dollar Slice Pizza restaurant over here. Then they got like a juice bar with its own outdoor dining, you know. Small shops, which you're gonna see all over the village. And a pizzeria. Of course, like a market and a deli in the corner. Also, like any neighborhood in New York City, you see like new developments going on, like this building over here. Not sure if it's like condos or anything. They got a fitness center on the 1st floor, but yeah, it's what for. And here I am walking, and next to me, the Tompkins Square Park. Not too far from Washington Square Park, but this is like more local. You don't see really like much college students, but then of course the business all across the street. I think the pizza joints should be maybe a block down. Right now, since I say the weather's pretty warm for the winter, so you see a lot of people chilling around here. I think it's a perfect day to go sit in the park and have a slice of pizza too, so I'll see how it works out. And then of course the business over here across the street. So yes, this is also, you know, one of my favorite neighborhoods in New York City, the East Village. It's just like a good vibe, you know, a lot of young people. And then I gotta come back in the nighttime, I don't know when. Maybe when the weather gets at least 10 degrees warmer, I'll come back on the weekend and maybe film a night video to see what's going on. here I got it just like the one in the West Village, Village Square pizza. So just gonna take myself a first bite. But never disappoint. Never disappoint. Really good. So this is Tompkins Square Park, and you can see there's a lot of people chilling. Not too much, but you know, the weather's nice, so they come here and they hang out. And like I said, it's a perfect day to sit down and have a bite. So that's why I did. I had the slice of pizza, and it was pretty good. But I think the one in the West Village is even better. So, but yeah, let's continue to walk and see what can we find in this neighborhood. This is East 7th Street, and as you can see, mostly, you know, apartments. And this is where they got a couple of spots like coffee shops and all that, you know. Even though the architecture doesn't look impressive like the one in the West Village, I still feel like it looks unique. And over here the apartments are taller than the one in the West Village. But still, you know, they got like the old architecture with the historic, you know, windows and everything. And then you can hear the birds also. But yeah. So yeah, not much going on. But I know when I get to the main streets, it's a different vibe. So this is Avenue C, and they also call it Loisaida Avenue. Because back in the day, it used to be like a lot of Puerto Ricans over here, you know. So I guess they adopted like the street, you know, Loisaida Avenue. But the neighborhood changed a lot and it gentrified, so there's not really much Puerto Ricans left here. But one of my favorite restaurants is in this block. So, but yeah, they keep the tradition going on, and I think that's around May, they do like their own festival too. And then here you can get a street mural. Pretty nice too. That's one thing you're gonna find all over New York City, like the street art. So a lot of talent, you know. It takes a lot of courage also to design and beautify a neighborhood. This mural is cool in Morro in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and the fortress, or we call it La Fortaleza. So yeah, definitely, you know, you're in the Puerto Rican section. And this is St. Mark's. Pretty much the ending, I think it goes all the way to the park. You can see there's more happening over here, and I know when it gets warmer, it's more people in the nighttime. Must be nice. But I always end up going all the way to Astor Place. That's where everything is happening. And then once you get to the other side of the streets, it turns literally into Little Tokyo, because it has a lot of Japanese restaurants, which I made a video there, you know, last year with fellow YouTubers. So and this is another main avenue, First Avenue. We also got Second Avenue, so I'm just gonna walk a few blocks from this one, then merge and make it to Second Avenue and show you what it looks like. But it's pretty similar to this one also, like Main Street with a lot of delis and shops. Usually gets busy over here, like a little 360 view. It's, you know, beautiful architecture, and then also they got like a bike lane and a lot of nice restaurants. And now I made a left and I'm making it to another main avenue, Second Avenue. So I'm gonna walk, show you a little bit what's going on over there, and then I'll make it again to St. Mark's, where the main attraction is happening, or Little Tokyo, and all the people hang out for good restaurants, you know, good vibes. And then I'll probably end up the video in Astor Place. So another busy avenue in the East Village. We got restaurants over here. And little by little, it's starting to loosen up with the restrictions here, you know, of the pandemic. So we'll see how is it gonna work, you know, in the spring season and in the summertime. But yeah, you can see how wide the sidewalks are. St. Mark's is over there. Then I forgot that there's a nice street around here that I'm gonna show you guys. Stuyvesant Street, pretty small street, but it has, you know, really nice buildings. Man, this is pretty famous here. Stomp. I've seen on the television some of the things they do, and it's pretty interesting, you know, the music and everything, the way how they do it. So this is their museum where they make rhythm and music. Like if you're a fan of arts, you will like this place. Of course, a small shop around here. Can't wait for the summer to come. I know it's gonna be like a really good vibe when you walk around the street. So you got a few restaurants over here. This is the other side of 2nd Avenue that I'm walking. Tacos, burritos, and I heard they're pretty decent too. They got a burger joint too if you're a fan of burgers. And then this is again St. Mark's, which I'm gonna walk over here, but I'm gonna show you another street first, which I Haven't been in a minute, but I made a video about it. But that's St. Mark's over there. But let's walk forward so I can show you Stuyvesant Street. This is the street that I wanted to show you, Stuyvesant Street. But usually this building I'm showing you, it will be covered with trees, but with a lot of leaves, but I don't see it. But also I forgot that it's still winter, so that's why. But mostly when you Google the street, this is the building that's gonna pop up. Happy Triangle. And it's covered with the brownstones. And years ago I made a video of this tiny street. Then they got a church, and then I just passed the 787 Coffee, which is a Puerto Rican coffee shop brand, which they're expanding all over New York City. And it's really good coffee, so you'll see a lot of people around there. But I had pizza, so I'm not gonna miss pizza with coffee, but yeah. But yeah, this is the historic building over here. Yeah, really nice, really beautiful. And I almost forgot about the street. This has just been years since I walk around it, but yeah, this is Stuyvesant Street. And then the Puerto Rican coffee shop is here, and they got their outdoor dining, and the weather's perfect. One thing I want to try is like their coquito latte, and they also have the ramen infused espresso, but I'll just come back. And you can see a lot of people in there.
You know, you should cut it out and then sell it out to...
But yeah, that coffee shop is legit, so I highly recommend. If you're a fan of coffee, definitely look at one of the locations and try it out. So now I'm in St. Mark's, and it's a tiny street, but you'll see a lot of cool restaurants. And there goes the New York City sound, but yeah, here's a ramen joint. A lot of Japanese cuisine over here, so they also call it like Little Tokyo, you know. And the nighttime is really beautiful. Across the street they got like more business happening around. So you can see a lot of young people over here, so it kind of makes me feel a little bit old, even though I'm not that old, but yeah. Only thing I don't like is the way how they pile up the garbage in the streets. But that's how it is in New York City. A little different than when I was in Chicago, that they got the alleyways and makes the street look impeccable, but yeah. Every city is different from another one. And then here, you know, of course, they got a smoke shop. More business over here. There's more happening. Too much noise, even though it's not crowded, the streets, you know. And then this is Barcade. It's like an arcade with bar at the same time. And then there's a pizzeria over here that I heard is really good that one day I'm gonna have to try. Ray's Pizza. And they got a different menu too, like sandwiches and stuff. So I heard it's pretty popular. So one day I'm gonna venture and give it a shot. So that was the end of my video exploring the East Village in New York. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Be safe out there, everybody. God bless y'all, and peace.